Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Tuesday night, April the 28th, and these are the charts of the day. A rough day in Wall Street. We came down sharply on rumors. We came back up sharply. We rolled over. VIX closed. Seeing a lot of real pressure on semis and biotech. That's not a good thing, but we'll see what happens. I want to go over some of the stocks that are acting well, and BAS, which we've shown you several times, after breaking out of the base, looks like it wants to go higher today, up another 49 cents or 5.5%. 4.6 million. Looks to me like a $12 stock. That's my target. CAPN, just waiting on the Robert E. Lee. This stock, you can see how the unbalanced volume line is near the highs for the year while the stock consolidates. It's a very good sign. It's now turned neutral on some of the other technicals. We're still above the moving average. I don't want this below 640 ideally. And if you want to hold it below 6, that would be dangerous. But any move up, any day now the stock could be trading halted and stock gap up or down. We'll see. CLNE, well, I would have to say at this point, running strongly past my targets, which were at 7.5 and 9. Today we reached 894. So the bottom line is we've reached both target zones that I had originally set up, and I'm looking for this at this point to maybe have some more difficulty in this area. You can see where there was some prior lows, and there's a high up here and the channel top as well. So for now, we have a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, kind of pattern breakout, long move up. The stock could use a consolidation respite here. Next target, however, would be 10. CMCM up 62 cents or 2.6% on a million one. But the OBV, which is moving up to new highs for the year, it looks like this stock wants to explode. If you can get past 25 3/4, I think we'll see 29.30, and that's my next target. CSIQ had a beautiful day up 208 or 5.8%. Volume increased to 3.2 million, the best in a couple months. Looks to me like we're headed for 40, 41 range. And if it really gets good momentum, we may see 43, 44 at the mid-channel. Maybe even as high as 45 at long-term lateral resistance. So let's call that 41 and 45. FCX. Freeport-McMoRan, the coiling base broke out, retested the moving averages while they turned around and moved up. And then today, it firmly broke through the 2190 resistance, and it may very well test 2389.90 up here before it pulls back. If it pulls back, momentum could take this to 27, my swing trade target. GIMO, our swing works well, and it continues to work. If you take a look at the pattern, you'll see that the resistance right up here about 31 could very well, if broken, get us up into the 36.7 range. GPRE, well, the bottom line is on this one that swing trade's working. And today it popped $35 or 4.38%, closing over 32, penny off the high for the day. Really nice action. This little bar here at 32.71, and then the next target at 36.30 are potential targets, 32 and 36. JetBlue had a big day from 1897 to 2128, closed 2102, up $1.31 or 6.6%. With 5.8 days to cover, this could very well get squeezed, but you got to pay attention to long-term resistance. Taking a look at the highs and snapback in 04, that's right where JetBlue is today. We run through here, we could get a move towards 25 to 30. Now I'm going to go over some of the gold ETFs because they suddenly are maybe emerging. First of all, the major declining top sign has been taken out. A coil developed. That was broken out of today, in my opinion. When you look at the price pattern this way, it appears that the coil broke out. Volume was 3.8 million. It jumped 242 or 11%, and above the 50, substantial enough for me to think maybe we get to 26 and then 29 in this move. These are your targets. Pay attention. If that's the case, then the NUGT is also going to do the same thing, and sure enough, it broke out today. Targets on this one, 16, near there. And then I'm looking at 19, up in that zone right there. Our TEC had a big day today. Rudolph had some strong earnings and broke out to, believe, multi-year highs. Although there is a high here in 2013 at 1410, that wasn't quite breached yet. If you get that, you could see the stock run up towards 1920, and your 1920 target is because of this resistance long term. Come back on 5, 6, 7, right up here. So that would be a swing trade target up near 1920 if you can get it up to 14.20. SLTD really intrigues me, folks. I love the big wedge. I love the rising channel that I see developing. I like the pop above the moving average and a 3-day consolidation on lower volume. With rising OBV at the high for the year, this tells me we are going to see 6, 7 range, 6.5, 7, and then 8.5, 9 eventually. Solazyme, well, one of our swing trades popped out and pulled back. It's consolidating for about 6, 7 sessions now. And neat, even though it did reverse from 370 to 396 and it was up 4% today, I'm going to want to see this get through 406 with volume and then take out 4 3/4 before we get to 5.5, my target. And then there's TASR, which popped today along with DGLY on the problems in Baltimore. And it looks to me, I still think this is the $32 to $33 stock short term, and longer term $39.40. And lastly tonight is VUZI, which really intrigues me. When you look at this rising channel after breaking out of a base and popping with a big breakaway gap here, it's been consolidating for 3 months. Now there is resistance right up in this area. We can get it up through the 690 range. We could see 7.5, 8, and then maybe eventually 9.5, 10. The long intermediate target of 12. I think this could be a real winner for us here. And that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you in the trading room tomorrow.